What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Things We Learned, a show where we go through all the major talking points of the last Chelsea match. This one being the 0-0 draw against Fulham. Same old crap that we have seen throughout the majority of the season from the same players. But we're going to delve into all of that in today's video. Before we get in, as always, big up everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know all your thoughts down in the description below. And yeah, that game. It took about 20-30 minutes to take the buzz off the whole January transfer window with just the same old issues. Like, Graham Potter, we're going to have a conversation about the starters. We're going to have a conversation about the players that performed. At the very least, the new signings look decent, except for Mudryk, to be fair, but I will delve into Mudryk in this later on in the video anyway. It wasn't really his fault. But yeah, well, what a demoralising 90 minutes that was. Just very, very lethargic. Dominated at home by Fulham for 90 minutes. Hell, we were lucky to even leave with a point. Mitrovic had his chances. There was a couple decent long shots in the second half too that Kepa did really well to keep out. But I can't even praise Kepa too much because he had his shaky moments in possession too. I mean, I'll start with the positive because there's only two players to talk about with that, and that is Thiago Silva and Badiashile. I thought they were rocks at the back. They kept everything ticking, and yeah, they did the best job that they could. Thiago Silva, we already know his performances. He always shines in spite of the crap that we put in front of him. It was brilliant and, yeah, did his job with Mitrovic the best that he could. Badiashile as well. I think he had one shaky moment in the first half. Other than that, I thought it was another great performance from him too. And, yeah, that's probably my only real positive out of that game. But, yeah, at least I gave you one positive point. At least I gave you one. Actually, tell a lie. There's two. Enzo Fernandez. I'll give Enzo Fernandez his props where it's due because I thought he kept things ticking in midfield, did his job defensively. I thought he was very good. I thought he was very good progressively with his passes. In spite of the crap that was in front of him, he could have easily dropped the disaster class and I would have completely understood. But no, he showed his class, he showed his composure, he showed his quality. Fair play to him. I thought he did really well. That's it. And fair play, I managed to give you guys 2 good points in spite of that draw. You can't say I was too negative. But really and truly, that is where the positives end. My third point is Reece James, because I don't know why we threw him into this game. It screamed the same vibes as the Bournemouth match, where he came off injured, and I was a bit shaky about him being on the pitch. But that wasn't the issue for me. It was that he didn't really look up to sharpness. He was getting done on the right-hand side a good few times in that first half. Never really imposed himself on the game. Looked to be struggling just like most of the other players did. Now, it is probably because he's just come back from injury, but with the same energy, I'm looking at Potter and I'm thinking, why did you start him? There wasn't a rush to bring him back. Like, we had a back four that had kept 2 clean sheets in his last 2 games. And fair play, we did keep the clean sheet today. But there was no reason to throw him straight back. And now we've thrown him in and he didn't have a good performance. Now, if we didn't play him and we dropped points, I wouldn't be going at Potter saying, why didn't you start Reece James? Reece James is fit. Play Reece James in slowly. Bed him in slowly. Bring him in the last 30 minutes. That would have made sense to me. What I saw today did not make sense. Didn't make sense. And hopefully Reece James bounces back from it. Hopefully he comes back into better form for the West Ham game because in spite of West Ham's form, I'm not looking forward to that game. We don't like going to that ground. We don't like playing West Ham in general. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. The next point, we're going to go into what people on Twitter are now calling the Bermuda Triangle of Chelsea. Mason Mount, Kai Havertz and Conor Gallagher. Because, like they say, as soon as the ball goes into that triangle, it disappears. And it's the same players playing the same poor performances, and it's just impacting everything, and they're holding us back, and it's crap. Mason Mount, I said after the Liverpool game, had to be dropped. And he still started this game. And he was still just as bad as he was in the Liverpool match. I don't know what he has to do at this point to take some time on the bench. And this is where I'm starting to look at the manager. Because why is Mason Mount still getting into this lineup? Why is Kai Havertz still playing as a number 9? Why is he still getting into this lineup? Why Conor Gallagher? It's annoying. I don't get why he's still in the lineup. When all three of them consistently play poor for us, it makes no sense to me at all. And it's not even just them. It's not even just them, but these are the three I'm going to focus on for right now. Mason Mount has not been good enough for 9/10 of the season. Kai Havertz, I don't care if he's our top goal scorer. That says more about the position that we're in than in terms of Kai Havertz's finishing. Don't talk to me about him being good up top. Don't talk to me about the fact that he can play better with better players around him. Because I saw I saw Enzo putting balls into his feet. Ziyech putting balls into his feet. Thiago Silva, the exact same thing. And he fluffed every single opportunity. He didn't even put a shot on target. But we're still going to be doing this Kai Havertz at number 9 bollocks. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Conor Gallagher, I've seen him play enough times. This guy has no technical ability. It's just vibes and road running and nothing else. And it's not just them two. Ziyech, the amount of times that Ziyech was giving away possession in that game was laughable. Absolutely laughable. And fair play because he was good the last 2 games. It doesn't take that away. But he was poor today. So it's another case of you have a little purple patch and you disappear. Same old crap. Cucurella, someone who I've been very patient with. He was diabolical yesterday. Giving away possession for fun, positionally unaware. Just a disaster class, an absolute disaster class. And it's the same players consistently playing poor and holding this team back. And this leads me on to my last point. Potter. I'll give Potter time. But if I see the same starters against West Ham, I'm going to lose a lot of faith. Because I cannot justify the same old crap starting in and week out and there's no changes. For today, for this game, I'll allow one of those 3 starting because of our midfield injuries. But for the next game, you cannot tell me that you can't put Chukwuemeka in instead of Gallagher. You can't tell me that you can't put Fofana or Oba in instead of Havertz. You can't tell me that you won't put the likes of a Lewis Hall or something over Mason Mount. Or maybe Kovacic is back or Zakari is back or something. I don't know. But there's other options that can be played. If I see the same players playing against West Ham, I'm going to have to ask a lot of questions. But yeah, until then, big up everybody that's locked in. Like, subscribe. It's the same old crap. At least we're 10 points to safety. At least we're 10 points. Hopefully it's 7 after the West Ham game, but I've got no faith and no confidence. So we'll see what happens. Big up everybody. Up the Chelsea and all of that.